Insiders are telling media outlets the automaker could collapse.
The big three may have to come up with some ways to get more customers on dealership lots because sales were down again in July and inventories are building up.
Dozens upon dozens of highly priced pickups sitting unshipped and unsold.
Rick flicks on the showroom lights at 6 a.m. and stares out the glass wall, row after row of untouched metal as far as he can see. 48 days ago, these spots were supposed to be empty. Today, they look like a museum of future markdowns.
Interest is piling up faster than dust on the hoods, and Rick knows every silent sedan is a ticking bill. Industry trackers say we just blew past 3 million unsold vehicles nationwide, enough steel to build a new Golden Gate Bridge every single week. Yet at this exact moment, other dealerships a few miles away can't keep certain models on the lot for more than 48 hours. How can one showroom be drowning while the next one is bone dry? What invisible divide just split the American car market in two? And that's only the surface. Deep inside corporate boardrooms, executives are whispering about strategic retreats, secret dealer consolidation plans, and a brand new inventory playbook meant to hide the damage before shareholders panic. Which household name automaker is quietly considering pulling entire model lines from US soil? Why are once prestigious badges suddenly radioactive to buyers who used to worship them? And what jaw-dropping scheme are some dealers hatching right now to dump slow-selling cars without slashing sticker prices? 4 of the absolute worst offenders aren't tired gas guzzlers. They're high-tech EV flagships that cost more than the average American home down payment. How did the future of transportation become the hardest thing to sell? Is the great electric revolution stalling out before it even leaves the driveway? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see the numbers nobody is showing on the evening news. Discover the models dealerships are practically begging you to take, and find out whether Rick's showroom survives the summer, or becomes the first casualty of a crisis no one saw coming. The answers are hiding in plain sight right there on those sun-baked rows of unsold cars.
Dealership inventory clocks just rolled past 82 days nationwide, almost double the healthy range. On paper, that's just a number. In real life, it means brand new cars sitting so long, they need a second detail before anyone even cracks a door. Think of market day supply like milk in the fridge. If it's gone in a week, no problem. Let it linger for 2 and the whole carton smells off. Cars work the same way, except every sour day costs dealers interest on 6-figure credit lines. Stretch 45 days to 82, and that finance bill snowballs faster than highway salt in January. Zoom out and the picture gets bigger. 3 million vehicles worth nearly $150 billion now gather dust across American lots. Enough steel to build a brand new Golden Gate Bridge every week, just sitting there, losing value by the hour. But here's where it gets wild. While some dealers drown in unsold metal, others can't keep Corollas or CR-Vs on the ground for 48 hours. How did one half of the market flip to clearance mode while the other half runs waitlists? What silent signal are buyers sending that turns certain models radioactive overnight? Stick around, because the split isn't random, and the next reveal shows which badges took the hardest hit and why the fallout could reshape showroom floors for years.
Time for the dust collector countdown. Quick refresher so it's crystal clear. Market day supply is how many days it would take to sell all current inventory at the current sales pace. Healthy is around 45 to 60. Anything far above that means cars are sitting, interest is piling up, and confidence is leaking out the door. Number 5, Jaguar F-Pace, 239 days. Beautiful, yes, but brand identity matters. When buyers can't place you, sport like BMW, tech like Tesla, prestige like Mercedes, they default to the familiar. Jaguar's looming all-EV pivot only deepens the pause. Number 4, Audi Q4 e-tron, 271 days. The price looks tempting, the badge helps, but EV shoppers grade on a different curve. Range, charging speed, software. Landing in fine isn't enough when rivals feel seamless. Number 3, Volkswagen ID4, 297 days. Early software issues and stop sale headlines leave a scar. Meanwhile, Tesla sells on network confidence, and Hyundai Kia press on with fast charging and sharp interiors. The ID4 gets stuck in neutral. Number 2, Audi A6, 409 days. The sedan squeeze in one model. Tech-hungry buyers drift to EVs, thrill seekers jump to performance trims. A6 ends up in the quiet middle, and the middle is where inventory grows. Number 1, Audi S6, 482 days. Price near 90 grand, performance that used to shock, and a market where a cheaper EV can launch harder and brag louder. Prestige tiers matter at this level, and S6 isn't wearing the loudest crown. 4 of the worst slots under one corporate roof, Volkswagen Group. Coincidence? or the bill coming due for a strategy that missed what US buyers actually wanted. And notice the pattern across the list: price badge mismatches, aging hardware, and EVs that don't beat the leaders where it matters most. But it gets crazier. The ripple effects hit the spreadsheets next, where interest, allocations, and survival math start to collide.
Floor plan financing is the hidden fuse nobody outside the industry talks about. Think of it as a giant credit card that every dealer swipes the moment a new car rolls off the carrier. Until that car finds an owner, the clock and the interest never stop. Here's the math in plain English. A $50,000 SUV at today's 9% rates racks up roughly $12 in interest every single day. 100 slow movers, that's $1,200 burned before the doors even open each morning. Now multiply that by the 3 million vehicles idling nationwide, and you're staring at 8-figure finance charges every 24 hours, money vaporizing faster than gasoline in August heat. And it gets crazier. After 90 days on the lot, most lenders hike the rate or demand immediate payoff. Miss that window, and the vehicle flips from asset to anchor on the balance sheet. Dealers scramble to dump the inventory, slash prices, or beg the manufacturer for relief. But those rescue checks come with chains: mandatory allocation quotas, forced option packages, even penalties if the next shipment doesn't sell. What happens when floor plan interest devours the month's entire gross profit? How long before banks tighten credit lines and strand thousands of cars exactly where they sit? Stick around, because inside corporate boardrooms, the panic is already setting in, and the solutions on the table could rewrite who gets to sell what in the first place. Behind the showroom glass, the spreadsheets turn blood red. Panic alarms ring in 3 time zones at once. First stop, Volkswagen Group headquarters. An eyes-only slide deck lights up half the US dealer map in bright orange. Big headline: cut North American inventory 40% or the network collapses. Translation: close stores, cancel slow models, and hope investors don't notice. Next bullet: consider leaving the market for select nameplates. In plain English, that badge you know could disappear from America. Jump to London. Jaguar War Room. Whiteboard reads all electric by 2027. Reality check. 2 choices on the board. 1. Raise billions they don't have. 2. Slash US operations to the bone. Every manager nods. Heritage means nothing if the money is gone. Fly back to Detroit. Stellantis home base. A single slide flashes. Ram 2500. Cut production 30% now. Assembly lines slow. Suppliers panic. Dealers with 233-day inventory realize next year's refresh just moved to maybe. And the lifelines, they aren't gifts. Any rescue cash comes chained to strict rules: forced options, higher sales quotas, and payback clauses with interest if targets slip. Big question: will these emergency moves stop the bleeding, or just push the crisis onto someone else? Because while the suits juggle spreadsheets, some brands are selling cars faster than they can unload them. The gap is about to grow even wider, and the winning playbook looks nothing like the old one.
So that's the doom side of the ledger. Now flip it. Some models are sprinting out the door the instant the truck ramps drop. Take the Toyota Corolla Cross. Market day supply, 28 days. That's less time than it takes most folks to finish one car payment. Buyers see Toyota's bulletproof reputation and an MSRP that still starts with a 2. Result? Vehicles land on Tuesday, vanish by Friday. Simple. Or the Honda CR-V. In pockets of the Midwest, it's hitting low 20-day supply, practically in and out like drive-through coffee. Why? 3 words: trust, resale, gas mileage. Consumers know exactly what they're getting, and that certainty sells faster than any Super Bowl ad. But here's where it gets wild. Hyundai Ioniq 5, an EV, is joining the Hotcake Club. Sub 30-day supply, even with interest rates sky high. Shoppers look past the badge because they see 800-volt charging, eye-catching design, and a warranty that reads like an insurance commercial. Meanwhile, legacy luxury EVs gather dust. Go figure. So what separates the sprinting winners from the lot zombies? It isn't magic. It's transparent pricing, proven reliability, and tech that solves problems instead of creating them. And the gap is widening every single sales cycle. Ready to leverage that split to your advantage? The next section lays out the playbook.
Dealers are bleeding cash. You're hunting a bargain. Perfect storm, right? Here's the playbook. Simple, surgical, and designed to dodge future regret. First, go slow seller shopping on the last 2 business days of the month. That's when floor plan bills hit and desperation peaks. Start with models north of 200 days supply. The dealership will practically walk you to the finance desk holding a giant rebate. Ask, what's the manufacturer cash on this specific VIN? Then go silent. Watch the manager disappear to check numbers while carving thousands off the sticker. But wait, don't buy, lease. On cars with murky resale prospects, think Audi S6 or Jaguar F-Pace, a 3-year lease pushes the long-term risk back onto the automaker. You drive it, they worry about resale implosion later. Bonus, lease specials often hide extra factory money labeled cap cost reduction. Unearth it. Next, verify the parts pipe. Google the model plus backorder before signing. If forums scream about 6-month waits for a simple sensor, walk away. A cheap sticker price is useless if the car lives on a flatbed. Finally, stack incentives like pancakes. Slow movers frequently offer 0% APR, beats high-rate loan, cash rebates, and dealer coupons. Yes, you can combine. And free home charger installs on lagging EVs. Ask point blank for every program. The finance office won't volunteer what kills their margin. Play it right and you score a 5-figure discount without inheriting a lemon. Botch it, and you'll own a driveway ornament nobody wants in 3 years. Ready for the final twist? The macro forces making these deals possible are about to hit overdrive, and they could rearrange entire brands before your lease is up. Interest rates, tariffs, charging grids. 3 outside forces are about to bulldoze everything you thought you knew about car shopping.
Interest first. If the Fed even hints at another hike, every 40 grand loan balloons by thousands in lifetime cost.
High rates punish big-ticket trucks and luxury sedans the hardest, which means already struggling models could tip from slow to unsellable overnight.
But what if rates fall instead? Dealers will flood auctions to reload popular inventory, starving laggards of floor plan mercy. Either way, the split widens.
Tariffs next. Washington just cranked import duties on Chinese EVs to triple digits, but Beijing-backed brands like BYD and NIO aren't backing off. They're eyeing Mexican assembly to slip past the toll booth.
If that happens, a $25,000 long-range EV lands in US showrooms by 2027, and anything overpriced or underspec'd will look ancient in a week.
Charging grid last, and maybe biggest. Tesla's supercharger network just opened to Ford, GM, and half the alphabet.
The brands that integrate quickly win seamless road trip confidence. The ones still shopping adapters by 2026 risk becoming the next BlackBerry. Put it together and the 5-year crystal ball looks brutal for middle-of-the-pack players. Expect brand exits or mergers. Think Saab circa 2011, but with EV badges.
Dealer roll-ups where mega groups swallow mom and pops to spread risk. Supply chain power shifts as battery makers, not automakers, dictate margins.
So here's the gut check. Will that badge on your dream car even have US showrooms by 2030? Or will it be a parts supply orphan the moment your warranty expires? The next 5 years decide, starting with the choices buyers and brands make right now.